Welcome, stranger. Seek ye refuge from the elements? Certainly. All are welcome here among the caretakers. Of course, we ask that you submit your arms to our vault before staying with us. Have you any? Not so much as a dagger. Well then, friend, you are very fortunate to have escaped danger on your way here. Have you eaten? Do you require water? A place to lay your head? Indeed. Our home has many names. The Lonely Library is perhaps the newest. Only a few 100 years or so. Are you in search of books, young traveler? Oh yes, we have many books. And writers. Readers, writers, singers, bards. The caretakers are a sanctuary for all, but especially upstarts like those. I myself used to craft instruments. I made a great deal of noise. Gradually, my ears lost the tune. But I found my place here, and now I make quiet. Come in, out of the cold. There are bears in those woods. Wolves and wendigo. Believe me, you'd rather eat a meal by our warm fire than become someone else's, what? Come, sit here by the hearth. I'll see what we've got in the kitchen. I'm sure there's something tasty that hasn't been gobbled up by these cloistered clowns. Stay here.
Who's there? Come into the light. My eyes aren't what they used to be. There you are, a voyager from lands afar. But where are your bags? Ah, eh? Just a tick. This is fine stuff you're wearing. Perhaps plainly made, but of the richest materials. Who are you, really? Oh no, a liar, that's what you are. But around here, we call those storytellers. I should know. I'm the worst of them. Or the best, depending on your perspective. What gave it away? I am, indeed, the renowned, revered, and remorseless Brenniwen the Bard. I'm sure you've heard of me. Well, of course you are. But what tale is it you came to hear? The last stand of King Trillic? Noble Alistine and the plums of fate? Don't tell anyone, but that's my favourite. I know many stories, my esteemed guest. Will you give me yours? Why, yes, an even exchange, always. Why have you come here, dressed in your simplistic finery? What's that you've got there? This isn't some other yarn spinner's work, is it? If Fero put you up to this. Oh, heavens me. Where did you get this? I haven't given this one away in years. I almost forgotten. Yes, I know which story this is. I gathered up the bits and bobs of the tale at great cost. Have you any idea the sheer competition between bards in this kingdom? If one doesn't risk life and limb for a solid legend, one may as well stay in a monastery and grow squashes. Yes, I do, and they're rather tasty if I do say so myself.
There you go again. We all tend the garden together, Brenniwen. Mustn't lead on our visitor.
Of course, Brother Luthier. I merely meant that I bring them to life. Any old codger could grow a squash, but I weave a tapestry of tantalizing technical takes on tasty tarts. Indeed, I prepare the daily menus. Sometimes you wouldn't believe how dull the dish sounds when I start, and by the time I've written it up, the kitchen can't keep their heads above water.
Yes. Well, traveler, as she said, there wasn't much. This band of artists and artisans can put away a fair bit of fare.
Fair bit of fare. Oh, well done you.
But a small bowl of pumpkin soup? Would that suit you? Our pleasure. Well then, I'll leave you to it. She's not bothering you, is she?
Oh, stop it, you.
Good. Off to bed for me. Bren, you'll see to it.
Yes, Lutz. Good night, my friend.
Good night.
Now, enough dodging. Where did you get this poem? Wrecking Riverwood, the bookseller. And she told me she'd kept it for her private collection. Little scamp. I'm fully aware that it's not complete. Well, no, the entire story is in my head, or at least it used to be. I beg your pardon. You try remembering every ode and epic you ever read, wrote, or heard when you're my age. Of course I've written them down, you see? But first things first. I need to collect your story, Wanderer. Where have you come from? Oh, I'll believe that the day it snows in the raging desert. You don't sound like you're from the mountains. No, child. Don't forget, I've been everywhere in this land. I've sung my songs and told my tales in nearly every little hamlet and village and in the courts of monarchs. Where are you really from? Well, that's not terribly specific, is it? The plains are vast. Even so, there must have been something that called you all the way up there. Ah, I see it in your eyes. If it wasn't love that called you there, you certainly found it, didn't you? Go on then. I'm a bit short on love stories, if you believe it. Well, come on, give us the good stuff. How did you meet her? In the rain, how picturesque. And what does your beloved look like? Is she quite lovely? Well, you could start with her hair. What colour is it? That's a simple question, Wanderer. Hungry. A likely story. Even less likely than the one you're avoiding telling me. Fine. I'll do the talking for a bit. You finish your soup. Yes. Well, it starts like this. That much I remember. The first of her treasures was plunder and might, of the sort a young hatchling is wont to pursue. Then she pondered, grew sager, in heart's appetite, her mind a grimorum of spells she accrued. Please, would you not interrupt me? You may have heard this already, but this is my process. Where was I? Aloft and aloof, in the field and in flight, wild creature uncanny stayed hidden from view. But the red dragon's thirst to remain in the light granted her not only one form, but two. And from there... here it is. The fairest of hollows received her that night, her own eyes bewildered, no body she knew. The lady of flame lost in arcano blight, fair hollows welcome and warmth saw her through. Alone of all who charm and who wield by birthright, the scarlet of scale swore to never eschew the humans below who for her did provide and protect so she would against death, against doom. Keeping them safe in enchantress's sight, among them she walked and above them she flew, until called upon, charged by the fauna united, and so to the heart of the earth she withdrew. And that's where it ends. Well, obviously, it's about a great big dragon who fell in amongst humans and grew to love them. Of course, I'm sure. Just look here in my book. It stops right after... Nothing. No, there's nothing here but what I told you. Fine, yes, there are words stained into the book. It's not my writing. It's strange. It says, a circlet of flame, but heavy the crown. A heart filled with pain is what carried her down. Down to the waters, an innocent path. Queen Dragon but wanted to visit the past. Legends of old carried over the sound, and as fate would have it, a gem nearly drowned. What on earth? Her next treasure cut her a costlier price, though her passions were fierce, her devotion full true. Desperate to break the confines of her vice, thus it fell to the dark, her own jewel. What now could her majesty's gold lust suffice? The last of her treasures, and then it stops. The last of her treasures is what? All right, who? The last of her treasures is who? What? What was that you just said? Wanderer, are you all right? You don't look well. Sit down, sit down. Have some water. Oh, no, you're not going anywhere in this state. We've rooms enough for weary feet and a troubled mind. Rest here with us for the night, and we shall see you off in the morning. Come, easy now. You still look rather dizzy. Where are you going so early in the morning, wanderer, and without so much as a goodbye? Will you not tell me the last word? You'd suffer an old bard to live with an undying mystery. Oh, undying indeed. I plan to live forever, and so far I haven't failed yet. Stories must go on being told, and no one tells them so well as I do. Please, friend, in all my voyaging, I've never seen a dragon. What is she like? The Red Queen. Oh, you don't have to. I know she's real. Don't play coy with me, wanderer. It's you, isn't it? Wait. I have a gift for you. I owe it to you. You've given me so much to work with, and you dropped your bit of scroll when you nearly fainted in the kitchen last night. But I've finished the poem for you. Copied it, you see. The last of her treasures is you.
Treasure, your home. I no longer fear for your safety, and I have my own assurances about your loyalty and your love. But where did you fly off to? The tower, the one from the scrying pool, and treasure. Treasure, talk to me. Treasure!